Appreciate you being here. It was a weird second half. I don't know if I've ever been on a team that shot 18% in the second half. And the thing that I told our team that we're going to have to get used to, which I think we'll be in the situation hopefully, is playing with the lead. I don't know how many leads we had at halftime of last year, but the last 3:30 of the first half, we had an opportunity to build on that lead. We were up 9, and we ended up going in half at 9. We should have gone up more than 10. And then in the second half, those first 5 minutes are so critical to set the tone in the second half, and we made some mistakes, and they took advantage of it, and all of a sudden the momentum swung in their favor. We never got it back. I've never seen 18% on a stat sheet. We have 2 of the best shooters on the team, and one of the best shooters I've ever coached, Robert Nukunde, 0 for 10. Mike Walker, 2 for 11. You know, that blows my mind. That's not happening again, I promise you. And the thing that we've got to get used to is, again, playing with the lead, but also people are going to jam pop. They're going to jam pop and say, okay, prove to us. And so we've got to be a little bit more patient. Pop has to be a little bit more patient and trust the offense and go through, you know, the different segments of the offense, and good shots will show up. But I thought that we got a little tight there, and it was obviously disappointing. But the good thing about basketball is we don't have to wait a week, and we have more than 11 games. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not discouraged. I think that there's, you know, defense held the team to 39% from the field. You know, I think the first half we took care of the ball pretty well, and you know, we'll just learn from it and come back Tuesday and try to get a win in Fort Worth.
Talk about Papa. I mean, is there some point where he just has to take the ball to the hole just to get himself, to assert himself? I mean, I know that they're a double, triple team.
Yeah, I don't want that, because I think what that happens is he'll get a charge or miss a shot and get more frustrated. So it's really like, almost like, you know, I think I've got to get him a shot. I think I've got to find a way in that situation to get him an easy one or get him fouled. But, you know, they just are swarming him. And that's good coaching on their part. And but I think that he's got to make sure he doesn't try to force something. And because when he does, it's just going to make it worse.
And then Robert, you know, he's had a great off season, everything that you
Yeah.
said, and then over 10.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he saying after the game?
He didn't really get a chance to talk after the game. I just talked to him, and I just said, hey, be disappointed, but we're going to learn from it. And we got to learn how to play with the lead, and we got to learn how to be patient and run our offense when people are sloughing and jamming in the paint. And we're going to make shots. I don't want to take 33s in a game. I don't want to just settle for 3-point shots if they're sloughing off. And that's where the leadership comes in. I think Pop, Mike Walker, Ryan, you know, those are our captains now. Robert, you know, Jeremiah, you know, he's got to get some of those things out of his game. You know, he had some crazy turnovers, and he'll settle down. Disappointed, but, you know, encouraged by some things, quite frankly.
So, it's, you can look at this and say, okay, it was an unfortunate start to the season, but it's not a sign of things to come. You don't take this as a sign of this is going to be a long year.
No, gosh, no. No, not at all. No, I mean, I think that, you know, I told the team, I said, the Mavericks lost at home to the Memphis Grizzlies, like in their second game. And, you know, then they went on a little bit of a run. And I think it's, we've got to make sure that our guys just, you know, have a positive and be positive and be confident. I think we worked hard enough. I thought we did a lot of, you know, our effort was good. We just have to deal, as crazy as it sounds, it's not easy playing with the lead. And for a team that hasn't been in that position a lot before, that's a new experience. You try to simulate it in practice, but it's not always it's hard to simulate in practice.
During halftime, did you sense anything or just get any kind of bad feeling about the way the second half would go?
Oh no, I felt good. I felt great. I felt like we were in control of the game. I thought the biggest thing in the second half was our first 5 minutes, that we had to come out and set the tone, and we didn't. We failed to take advantage of the first 5 minutes of the second half, and that's where I go back to playing with the lead. The defense is away from us, so they have to create their own defensive energy. I thought they did a pretty good job in the first minute and 20 seconds. The other Little Rock got an offensive rebound or two, and we sustained a pretty good defensive effort. We just didn't, we didn't score, and that, that's tough to overcome. You can give all the good defensive effort you want, but if you don't score, it's tough. So at halftime, no, I was very confident, and I think everybody was. So I didn't see that coming.
In the first 5 minutes, they had got some turnovers too. They were able to push the pace a little bit more than you. Little Rock got some turnovers from you guys in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then they get some. Then your defense isn't set.
Surged.
No question. No question. Those turnovers, whether they're turnovers that lead to layups or turnovers, that lead to a dead ball situation, they just crush you in any momentum. But we're going to be fine. I'm disappointed, but I'm not discouraged.
What do you think of Jeremiah in his first game running point?
I think Jeremiah is a very exciting player who is very confident. Like, he's not afraid to take some shots. Now, at times I'd like to say, all right, when you come off that dribble handoff in front of our bench, maybe don't take that at the time. But he's a winner. The kid's a winner. He's not afraid. And the thing that he's got to understand is a little bit, don't go too fast. Don't get caught up in the moment and make a behind the head pass that's a turnover, or a turnover at the first half where Rodney, I think, was wide open in the right corner. He drives the ball and fakes the pass and tries to score and gets a charge. He hits the corner, Rodney's 5 for 5. He hits the corner and all of a sudden we're up, maybe 12 instead of up 9 at halftime. Those single plays really are momentum changers. And so I think he's got to learn how to make better decisions with the basketball.
I thought Papa's 3-point attempt was going to turn, it missed, but it was almost, I thought that was going to maybe turn things around for you guys in the second half.
I think I told you I'm allowing him
2, right?
two.
He took 2.
And that would have been a big one. It would have been a big one. But anyway, it's a long season, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to lose, no doubt. But my job is to stay positive and stay positive for these guys. And fortunately, we have a game on Tuesday, and we're going to be fine. Thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much,
it.
Coach.